Hello again, my name's John. I'm a retired cook from the northeast of England in the UK, and welcome to my latest video recipe. And in this video I'll show you how we make our Chicken Balti curry. It's quick, easy and delicious. And I'll also show you how we make our simple but amazingly tasty pilau rice. You can view the ingredients list and full written method for this recipe on the recipe page on the channel's website. I'll leave a link in the description under the video, or you can click on the eye icon top right of the screen to take you directly to the recipe page. And I'd like to thank the Patreon and PayPal supporters for their very kind help. I'll be doing the shout out and name splash a little later in the video. Okay, let's get on with today's recipe. Right, I'll begin the recipe by making the pilau rice. Start by washing your rice in cold water, as shown. Basmati rice is the best to use for this curry recipe, or any curry recipe in my humble opinion. Right, I'll just let that drain into a bowl while I prepare the other ingredients. Using a medium-sized pan with a good fitting lid, melt your butter until hot. And as the caption said, you can also use olive oil if you prefer, but we prefer the buttery flavour this gives the rice. Once hot, add your finely chopped onions and slowly fry until they're soft, but not brown. It's best to do this with the heat as low as possible and with the pan lid on for 2 to 3 minutes. Once the onions are soft, you can add your other ingredients, starting with the 2 bay leaves. Next, add the cinnamon stick, and you'll need about 3 centimetres. Now I like to tie mine with cotton thread, and this prevents it from falling apart. Now add the salt and the turmeric. And it's the turmeric that gives the rice that beautiful golden yellow colour, and of course adds flavour. Next to go in is 4 cardamom pods, and they have to be ground up. Now I grind mine in a pestle and mortar. If you like, you could also grind up 4 cloves with the cardamom pods, but I find them a little strong, so I'm leaving them out of mine. Right, now stir those in with the butter and the onions. Time to add your washed rice. Now give all that a good mix. Once mixed, you can pour on 600 ml of boiling water. Bring that to a light boil and get the lid on, and simmer on a very low heat for 8 minutes. Once the time's up, carefully test a piece of rice. It should still have a little crunch to it. Now, as requested by lots of people, the skeleton style oven gloves are now back on sale in the website shop if you want a pair. Now drain the rice through a sieve and carefully remove the leaves and the cinnamon stick. And that's it, your delicious homemade pilau rice is ready to use. Now your rice should now be separate, light and fluffy, with a gorgeous aromatic aroma and flavour. And unlike popular belief, it is so easy to make at home. And now on to making this delicious Balti curry. If you watched my Balti curry pie recipe, this is almost the exact same recipe with the exception of the quantity of chicken used. There's 100 grams more chicken in this curry recipe. And so for some of my more observant viewers, I will be using some of the same footage that I used in the curry pie recipe. I'll start by putting all of the spices together. to a small bowl, add the salt. The first ingredient is half a teaspoon of dried fenugreek leaves, also known as kasuri methi. Next is half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. Now 1 to half a teaspoon of hot or mild chili powder, and that's up to you how spicy you want yours to taste. And the last ingredient is 1 teaspoon of garam masala. And that's it, the 5 ingredients needed to flavour this Balti curry. Now set that aside for now. Time to prepare the ingredients for this Balti curry. And I'll start by dicing the 400 grams of chicken breast fillets. Finely chop your coriander leaves. Next, dice your medium-sized onion. Now onto your fresh ginger and your garlic. Now you can chop these both together pretty small. Now I'll chop up these 6 small bird's eye chilies. If these chilies are a bit too hot for you, reduce the number or get a milder version. And the last thing to prep is these beautiful little vine tomatoes, and you need to chop these pretty small. So use a good sharp knife, guys. And here's a quick recap of what we've got so far. We have the diced chicken and the diced onions, the chopped garlic and ginger, the 150 ml of chicken stock, or you can just use water. What I'm using is just half of a chicken stock cube. Our little chopped chilies, the fresh tomatoes, the mixed spices, the fresh coriander, and you'll also need 2 teaspoons of fresh double or heavy cream. And at this point I hope you don't mind if I give my 3 recipe books a bit of a plug. The books have lots of our favourite recipes from our work kitchens in them. All 3 books are available in the website shop along with lots of other equipment I use in the videos. And by popular demand, the skeleton style oven gloves are now available too. Just click on the eye icon top right of your screen and that'll take you to the website shop where all of these items are available now. And now onto putting this delicious Balti curry together. In a medium-sized frying pan, or curry pan if you have one, add the 4 tablespoons of oil and get it hot. Start by frying your onions until they're translucent and just starting to colour. Now add your garlic and ginger and stir fry that for a further minute. Next, add your fresh chopped tomatoes and stir those in. Time to add the diced chicken to the pan. Stir fry that for a moment too. Now add the spices we mixed earlier and give those a good mix until everything is combined, and this is where you start to smell that beautiful curry aroma. And now you can throw in those little bird's eye chopped chilies. These little chilies add a bit more colour, flavour and warmth to the dish. Once everything is combined, add the 150 ml of chicken stock or water. Like I said earlier, I simply use half a chicken stock cube in mine. Now bring that to a slow simmer and let it reduce for 5 minutes, and as it reduces it will thicken slightly. Almost done. Add your 2 teaspoons of double, or you may know it as heavy whipping cream, and gently stir that in. And this will also allow the sauce to thicken a little. Finally, add your chopped coriander and stir that in too. I do get quite a few comments from people saying they're not keen on coriander. And if you are one of those, replace it with something else. Flat leaf parsley is a good option, even if it's just for visual effect. Okay, time to plate up this gorgeous dish. Right, I've kept the rice warm over a pan of hot water. And the first job is to get some of that beautiful pilau rice on a plate. Incidentally, this recipe should serve 2 to 4 people, and that's depending on how much you're prepared to part with. And it's time to add some of that beautiful Chicken Balti curry. And that goes right in the middle of the rice. And I'll garnish with a little more coriander. And the presentation looks almost too nice to get stuck into. Notice, I said almost. I swear to God, if you served this up in takeaway cartons, your friends and family would insist you tell them where you bought it. It really is that good. And for a fraction of the cost. And here we go. And it really is amazing. Really tasty with just the right amount of heat for me. And so easy to make, guys. A fantastic recipe for a home-cooked curry. I really hope you give it a go, and I'm certain that you and your family will give this one a big thumbs up. And as promised at the beginning, here is the latest list of my Patreon and PayPal supporters. And they are Norman Holt, Kaylee Carter, JT69UTD, Megan Trend, Diane Johnston, Kenneth Hunter, Stephen Welsh, Michael Heiliger, Joe, Charlotte Anglem, Pelly Lockwist, Serena Scroggins, Leslie Boddington, Zoya Fedovoskaya, Nancy Seymour, Grace Marion and Duncan Moore. Thanks very much, guys. I really do appreciate all that you do in supporting the channel. Well, thank you again for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe by hitting the circle above. If you do subscribe, activate the bell icon next to the subscribe button on my channel page. And by doing that, you'll be automatically notified every time I upload a new video. And in the meantime, here's a few of my other videos and playlists that you may want to watch. So, until the next time, be safe in your kitchen and bye for now.